Hi, this is Mark at Dingdong's Garden. Every year in the winter on January 1st, we have a dormant cutting sale. And people order these cuttings and we ship them around the country for people to propagate and graft them. And I just want to take a few minutes and introduce you to kind of what you would see if you received a package from us with those cuttings. And what I have here from left to right is a currant, a mulberry. We have apple and pear scion wood here. And then there's a fig, a grape, and then two willow on the end. When we harvest, we aim for an 8-inch length, but often it's much longer than that. That's just our absolute minimum. And then for certain types of cuttings that require a node in order to propagate, we make sure that there's more than 3 nodes. So like here on the fig, you can see there's, half a dozen nodes there and some there. And then nodes on scion wood that you would normally graft, like pear or apple. The buds are the most important thing. So we make sure that there's at least 3 or 4 buds on there so that you can get 3 or 4 different grafting attempts off of one cutting. Many types of cuttings, it's easy to know which end is up. Like you can see the buds on a lot of these are pointed upward. But on some types, like a grape, it might be a little more difficult to tell which end is up. But if you were to look at the cutting that you receive from us, if you just hold it up so the label is upright and you're reading it, then that is the correct orientation. That is up. In addition, we put an angled cut at the bottom of all of our cuttings in order for people to have a secondary indicator of what direction is up on the cutting. I just want to talk about a couple more things. One is that the size of the cutting is going to vary quite a bit. So for those that are traditionally used to getting like an apple, piece of scion wood, they're used to having a very thin diametered piece of wood, which is what we aim for in general on our traditional fruit wood, like apples and pears and cherries. But on other varieties, like for example, a mulberry, some people will try to root a mulberry and other people will try to graft it. But mulberries can be quite a bit larger in diameter than what you would expect from, let's say, a piece of apple scion wood. So it's important to remember that if you want to graft any of these, they may be quite a bit out of size with your rootstock or with the branch that you're aiming for. In addition, I'd like to point out that you might see some tint of green on certain varieties. I don't know if you could see it here, but there's a little bit of a green here. And that's okay. This thing will still root without a problem, and it's still quite stiff. It's very lignified. So if you see a hint of green on maybe a mulberry or a fig, it's okay. It's not going to impact its ability to root. So just to talk a little bit about how these get from us to you, from harvest to shipment, we keep these cuttings in a cooler, a walk-in cooler that's at 37 degrees Fahrenheit. Everything is sealed in plastic. Even after we pack them, we will seal them in plastic and then pull them out of the cooler and take them directly to the post office on Monday morning. We ship on Mondays in order to minimize the amount of time that the cuttings spend in the postal system. And then when you receive them, you're going to receive them in a box like this with our nursery stock certificate from Washington State. And then they'll all be in a plastic bag, sealed, but not individually wrapped. And from that point, you have a few options. You can put them immediately into the refrigerator, and they should maintain their viability until you're ready to use them. But make sure you don't freeze them. They must just only go into a refrigerator. But wherever possible, you should try to use them as soon as possible. You should graft them or try to root them as soon as possible. We have a lot of videos on our website, and many of the videos talk about how to propagate these different kinds of varieties. So I would encourage you to go look at those videos if you have any questions. And by all means, just once you receive your order, go ahead and reach out to us if you have any questions at all. Thank you very much, and good luck with your propagation efforts this spring.